What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rock and Roll Real Estate. I am your host, Wade Byers. Welcome to episode 5 this week, where we're going to talk about the iHeart EXP event we just had this past Monday, the coat drive that we collected a lot of coats, and excited about our partnership with Youth Villages there. We're going to discuss the passing of rock drumming legend Ginger Baker, who was the drummer and original founder of the band Cream. And then I promised you guys last week that we would throw in a little bit of drums in one of these, so I'm gonna do that for you this week as well. So this week, let's talk about Monday. We had a coat drive for the EXP birthday, and we're doing a little thing to give back. We're having a coat drive at the Boat Hotel on 2nd Avenue. First of all, the Boat Hotel is a really cool, beautiful place, so go check that out if you have a chance. But we were able to collect a lot of coats. We didn't have a huge turnout. This is our first year for that, and the weather didn't exactly cooperate with us. But we've got a great partnership with Youth Villages that we're going to continue to try and build that relationship. And we've got some other stuff coming up with them here in the future. That's a great organization. I know one of the main things that they're looking to do is help 16 to 22-year-olds enter the workforce and not end up homeless. And as if you watched the video last week, you guys know that homelessness is kind of on my mind a lot lately, and whatever we can do to help people not end up in that situation, I'm all for trying to help. So look for possibly some new things coming up to benefit Youth Villages with us here in the next few months. So let's talk some real estate numbers for the Nashville market. September sales were actually up 13.7% from last September, which tells us that the Nashville real estate market continues to grow and continues to be a great place for real estate. So quarterly numbers, the median sales price in Nashville actually jumped up to $318,000 this quarter, as opposed to $290,000 in the last quarter. So that just continues to tell you that our home prices are increasing. I know I've heard a lot lately about moderate houses being difficult to find, and I can tell you that that's absolutely accurate. Builders are saying that they're not as profitable to build, and they have a hard time making money on the smaller homes. So we're actually seeing less and less of them. The quarterly statistics for the inventory also says that the inventory is down, which I think we all have a pretty good idea of that. If you're looking at houses at all, you know that the inventory is down based on the demand. And I actually did a search the other day just in an area to see how many houses there were in a particular zip code, and it was staggeringly low how many were out there listed. So if you're thinking about listing, feel free to get that thing on the market. I promise you it will still sell in this market. So that's all I had for real estate today. Just wanted to give you a little bit of that information. So I wanted to talk a minute about the passing of Ginger Baker. Ginger Baker is an iconic rock drummer from the band Cream. He was actually one of the original founding members in Cream with Eric Clapton. Ginger Baker was a phenomenal talent, man. He actually changed the face of rock drumming as far as I'm concerned back in those days. He had a sound all his own. He had a personality all his own. I actually it's been a few years ago now, but a friend of mine even asked me about it recently. But there's a Netflix documentary called Beware of Mr. Baker, and it's really interesting. It's kind of funny in places, but Ginger was not the friendliest of people, and anybody that played music with him or knew him personally would tell you he was a little rough around the edges, and he wasn't the easiest person to get along with, let's put it that way. But man, the dude was such a great player and such a phenomenal talent. The thing about Ginger is he was always about the work. It was always about the music and about the drumming. So that was what he tried to stay focused on all the time. If you're don't know much about Ginger and want to hear some of his playing, look up Toad by Cream. If you're a drummer and you want to either be inspired or inspired to give up drumming, listen to Toad. It's got a drum solo in it. It's an instrumental song, but the drum solo in it is out of this world and just kind of shows you what Ginger was capable of. A few other songs you might want to check out just to get a feel for what Ginger was like and how well he incorporated his drumming into fitting the song. Spoonful's a great one. So most of you all have heard White Room. And then Sunshine of Your Love is actually a really great tune. So Ginger was a phenomenal talent. He will be missed. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for now. I promised you last week that I would do a little drumming, so I'm going to save that here for the end. Pop this in here and give you guys a little bit of drumming. But check in next week when we'll talk a little bit more about real estate and some music. And again, my name is Wade Byers. I run a real estate business with eXp Realty. You guys know I'm here to help you in any way that I possibly can, so please feel free to reach out to me. Shoot me a text, give me a call, shoot me a Facebook message, whatever it takes. I'll be happy to do what I can to help. So we'll see you next week and talk to you soon.